So I will earn $31 million by the age of 25. And I do this by treating myself like a robot. This is a video that is not out of here. That is not on YouTube. That is not reproduced. That is something that I created, that the entrepreneur mind creates. So you can get this value and you will have less fatigue, less stress, less anxieties, less emotional disaster with this technique. So, so let's be real, guys. When was the last time you achieved something great because you were happy? When was the last time you achieved greatness or reached a goal in an easy way? If you did, your goal was very low, and if not, you understand it. Achieving something is pain, and pain is an emotion. Happiness is emotion. And we as human beings tend to seek for happiness. But what does happiness actually mean? It is completely... So, this video might be a little bit controversial because I simply share with you how to treat yourself like a robot. In today's society, everyone tells you about, oh, you need to feel that way and you need to be yourself and you need to feel free and you need to do that. And you can be yourself, but that doesn't mean that you need to be weak. That doesn't mean that you only do the things where your emotions think that are good for you. Look at successful people. Look at people you assemble. They all did things that are hard. And they didn't do it with happiness and emotions. They did it by action. And action literally, action is created by doing something in a rational way. By putting something in and getting something out. And therefore, we don't want to chase happiness. It's a myth. Chasing happiness makes you actually more unhappy. For business, for life, for relationship. If you chase the thing you starve, you will get less or the worst out of this. For example, if you're in a grocery store and you are starving, you eat or buy bad food. So why do you think that when you starve happiness or you starve money or you starve things that you want, that these aren't bad? And therefore, we want to avoid emotions. We just want to take a look at our goal, our vision. If you have a goal, this video is for you. Because now everything is easy. Once you figure out what you want to do in your life, life is easy, man. Life will be easy. And what do I mean by treating yourself like a robot? Well, take a look at robots. What do they need to do? Or what are they doing all day long? They take action or they restore energy. And that's literally what you need to do too. Oh, I'm sorry. And now we want to take a look what that means for you. So, for example, you are most likely a business owner because otherwise you couldn't stand this style of video. You need this fancy edits and oh Jesus, oh I'm sorry, cats. Otherwise you can't stand this easy, simple conversational style. You need this fancy edit Mr. Beast videos. That are people watch this who aren't entrepreneurs or who can't suffer, literally. And if you have a goal with money, in relationships, in your health, whatever, you need to do, or you reach the goal by taking action. And who is the best action taker? Why is AI better than us? We can think better than AI right now. That's what I believe. We can think better at the current moment. I record this in April 1st, 2025. I don't know, in 1 year, maybe AI is smarter than us. But I think we are smarter. But AI takes action relentlessly. And reaching a goal is relentless action taking. You need to do everything that aligns with your goal and cut out everything that doesn't. That's literally it. And now you can close YouTube and just do it, and in 1 year you will reach your goal. Whatever it is. You want to reach 1 million, then that's the advice. You don't need to guru, nothing. You just know it. You have the goal, then you look at a person who has it already done. You take a look at the current situation of the world. For example, if you want to earn money through, I don't know, dropshipping, it is very, very hard in comparison to 5 years earlier. And then you just take action, you know? But why is it that hard for us? We know what to do and we want it so bad. But why do we not take the action? And that's literally because we don't treat ourselves like a robot. And that is something I want to tell you now. Think of your hormonal system like your robotic energy. When you have a steady hormonal balance, that means steady hormonal influence, consistently, predictably. I will explain you in a couple of minutes what that means. Then, the steadier it is, the more you can act like a robot and the more actions you can take and the more or faster you will achieve your goal. And that simply means 3 things. Have a routine. And I do not mean by that waking up at 5 a.m. and, I don't know, killing everything. No, I mean by that a routine where you can stick to for, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years. It depends how big your goal is. And then, step number 2, you work and take action because your body created habits and has this internal clock of taking this action at a time. You eat, I don't know, unhealthy food in the evening because you are used to it. We are robots in a way that we can learn things by practicing it over a long period of time. We can do everything. We can achieve it, but the real problem is that no one does it because they fail after 6 months because their routine isn't steady. And by routine, I only just simply mean sleep, nutrition, exercise, work time, and awareness or reading. That's it. And obviously time for friends, family, and fun. Because we are humans. And then you actually win in business. That is how you treat yourself like a robot. For example, I do this. I wake up every single day in between 6 to 7 o'clock. Okay, once a month I wake up at 8 or 9 or 10, 9, 10, it depends. Someday, new year, you have friends, you need to do action. And my goal isn't to be the richest man, my goal is to be a rich man, a multi-millionaire. And therefore I'm very young, I'm very fast on my journey, therefore I can make these breaks. But if your goal is to be, I don't know, the best, the world best, then the fewer mistakes or non-routine things you are allowed to do. Because on this planet there are 8 billion people. Someone out of there wouldn't do the thing, wouldn't cheat, wouldn't eat unhealthy, wouldn't do bad, poor stuff, who wants to achieve the same goal and has better genetics than you. That's what you always need to keep in mind. And if you do it anyways, then you really don't want it. If you want it, then have a routine. It is so easy. the first 14 to 20 days, you do the same thing over and over again. You go to bed at the same time, you wake up at the same time, you eat at the same time, you go to the gym or exercise or do whatever. For the same time, you have relationship time, friend time at the same time, you have work time at the same time. So your body and your mind has this natural flow, this steadiness. Because now that we have steadiness in our whole life, in our health, in our relationships, we can work on, I don't know, on wealth or on something bigger, creative. Like, I don't know, getting the best actor or getting the best artist. And that only is possible, or it is easier. It is not only possible, but it is way easier. It's 5 times easier with a steady routine. And that is literally what I mean by treating yourself like a robot. And how do you make sure that you do the right things? Well, you need to track your progress. Have everything in numbers. Track your nutrition, track your sleep, track your exercises, track your work, track everything that is important in your life. Even track your relationship. Track the time you spend. Track the fights you have. Track everything. But don't complain if you didn't track it. It might sound scary and it might sound weird to track your whole life. Every mistake you made, everything in your whole life. That life is so boring after that. But in the end, actually, it is pretty cool. Because that is what life gamification means. You now have stats in a sheet, for example, every single day, and you look at achievements, at good things, and you look at weaknesses. And then you assess these weaknesses from the past day, adapt it to the next day, and then you are better. And you see it visually. And that's how you do it. And I do it with my tracker. In the past videos, I literally explained you how to use the tracker, so watch it. If not, I will link it down below for you. So I make sure that you can live like a robot. And that doesn't mean that you need to shut down everything in your life. If you want to be the best at something, well, you need to do it. You need to push harder than everyone else. That's for sure. But if you want to live a good life and maximize your life, then just take a look at the things you're currently doing and adapt it towards a goal. And do it in a rational way, not in an emotional way. Not in a way how you feel like. Do everything on time, no matter how you feel. And then you're good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found something useful. Make sure to subscribe or to like if you like this content. I'm pretty new on YouTube, and I try to grow an audience because I have a very familiar niche, entrepreneurs, right? Or high achievers, but my goal is different. I do not want to make you rich. I want to make you healthy, successful, a great life. Because I did it in the first place and my life is so much easier now. So if you want to get healthy, tracked, measured, everything personalized for you with a money back guarantee that is so bloody awesome, with 4.7 or 4.8 stars reviews on Trustpilot, then just click the first link down below. If you don't sign, I do not care about it. Please watch my videos. I do love it. And yeah, enjoy your day. I hope you're doing well. I see you. Bye.